Alright, welcome in everybody. I'm on time. Uh, so today's chill flight. Well, it's not really gonna be chill, but it should be a short one if I can get things to work correctly. Um, again, welcome in. We're in Msfs 2020 for, today's, capitals to capitals flight, and for U.S. capitals and territories. State capitals and territories. And we are going to leave from Guam International. And because I never made it from Atlanta to Guam. And I'm going to have to change the time of day, for this flight. And what the hell got tangled up again? Don't you love cords, people? Okay, there we go. Anyway, so, I gotta change the time of day because it is nighttime in Guam, and it's not even sunrise in Hawaii, so I'm gonna have to move it forward a little bit early, or I don't know, should we do real time? I don't know. I didn't really want to do night flights, but we're in the Dark Star again today, and that won't take long to do anyway. But first, I have to do something. And alright, welcome in. And before I forget, please check me out on YouTube where all my playlists are, and there's an exclusive channel update video when there's something about the YouTube channel that needs to be updated or something I want to talk about. I do short videos. I do shorts. They're all with me on camera. And that is, again, Maddie Ln at YouTube. Also, please join my Discord. That's Maddie Ln _ 62552. And on Twitch, if you're watching this on YouTube, find me on Twitch at Maddie Ln. The profile pic is the same for all my channels. And, the links on the channel description on Twitch bring you to YouTube and Discord. The links in the description for my channel on YouTube the Discord one does not work, but it is typed in the right, it is labeled the right way. It's just for some reason the link didn't activate or whatever, or I mistyped something. Anyway, but the Twitch one does. So please, if you're watching this on any platform, YouTube or Twitch, remember, please hit that follow, hit like, and hit subscribe. Now, let me get into this. I have to, what do I need? I need Marketplace. I'm only buying, this is what I'm planning to do. I'm only buying sceneries in 2020 for our chill flights. And, basically buying, in 2024, I'm just gonna buy the, planes that go with the career mode. Alright. So, I need... here we are. Now, I don't know if there's any other... I know there's other Hawaii stuff, but I don't know if this is... And you know what? I buy this sceneries, and then I never look at the airports. But this one seems to be discounted right now, so that's good. And no, I was checking out the Concorde. We're not flying in the Concorde. It would still take too long. Should I read this? Do you guys want me to read? I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just going to look through it. I want to see what they're at. If it says what they're at. It doesn't say what they're adding, but let's look at these pictures, though. I gotta try to kill time, because the Dark Star flight time's like 44 minutes. So, let's get at least a 2-hour stream, right? Okay. So, it didn't say details of what they've added. Like, what I was gonna say is that I haven't looked it up, and maybe I should, especially if I ever decide to do a military bases tour, um, to get Pearl Harbor scenery. But um, I think that would be quite a bit. The airport and Pearl Harbor sceneries would be right next to each other. Right now, Ford Field is just a real big dirt path on the island in Pearl Harbor. Okay, I'm just looking through these pictures. But so I forget in 24 to go and actually look at your airports. It's just not something I think of. I know we have you can walk around and do stuff on foot. Like, it's just not something I've done. Maybe I need to get me a ground vehicle and do that. Go look at stuff. But so there must be interiors to Honolulu, because there's an interior shot of a terminal. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't say much here about what it has. Okay, but I'm still gonna buy it. It's got to be better than the default. So, and the reason why I'm only gonna buy sceneries here and maybe maybe a couple planes on 24 is I have a limited income and I haven't actually set my budget for my simming, but I would only be getting maybe 2 DLCs per week on 2020. Okay, that is $13.10. You guys can't see that I on the buy screen, obviously. I have not looked for packages. Like, I have not bought liveries or anything. All right. I've not bought bundles with the liveries. I've not bought any carrier bundles, because I'm not sure which bundle is actually the best deal on that end. I was going to do Anderson Air Force Base to Ford Field, but I don't think the Dark Star could land in Pearl Harbor's Ford Field. So we'll go from Guam International to Honolulu International. And yeah, I just put the ICA codes for the title, because I figured if you're a flight simmer and you don't know where I'm going, at least, you'll look it up. I'm not very creative with titles. I just put exactly what I'm doing. And then, yeah, please join me tomorrow. Friday. Ironically, tomorrow's in the U.S. Tomorrow is Independence Day here in July 4th, 2025. Tomorrow, so but I will be doing Career Part 20. Now, yesterday's stream ended very abruptly. I was in the middle of a VIP charter flight, and I had a server disconnect. And it stopped the gameplay and the stream. I don't know if it was on their end or a hiccup on my internet, but yeah, I lost the stream, so the stream just ended in the middle of the flight. No freezing, nothing was going on with the game. It just, I think it might have been on my end, because if it was just a server, it would have closed out the game and I would have had to relaunch and my stream would have been fine. But the fact that my stream died makes me think it might have been a double issue. It could have been them disconnecting and then my stream just was having trouble keeping the connection. But yesterday, after the stream died, I got back on and played because I had, I needed to, well, I don't know if you know, but I needed to get 15 flights done with medium cargo and rank A on the mission score. And I already had 5. I tried to do 2 of them on stream. We weren't successful. But I got on the game last night and got 5 more. Or no, no, I was at 10 or whatever. Anyway, I only have 1 flight with a rank of A I have to make on stream to unlock medium. But, I ranked up, I think I'm like level 63 or 64. So today I gotta try to get up to level, hopefully level 75, because I want to break the level before I get the A and the medium. So I don't know exactly what I'm doing tomorrow on career mode. We might dive into things and spend some credits. I might go and get the, go and do some of those missions, or attempt to do those missions unlock that I haven't done yet, like, search and rescue, firefighting, which I need scoop endorsement. I can do a skydiving mission on screen. I haven't done that I haven't done a skydiving mission on a stream yet, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what else we'll do tomorrow. If I can rank up tonight after this flight, then that will be what I do. Are we almost done? It says, oh, it's decrypting. Okay. And if I come across an airport where I have multiple options to purchase for sceneries here in 2020, I just don't buy a scenery because I'm like, I don't know what to pick. And I don't want to buy something and then like, oh man, the other one was is better. So I just don't buy one at all. That's what my problem was with LaGuardia. LaGuardia had like 5 options. Well, my viewer count was at 2 there for a little bit. Well, who knows? Oh, thank you to US Man 56566 for following on Twitch yesterday. Why are you taking... Thank you. You're taking quite a bit. Alright. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna probably have to... There are, things I need to uninstall to save up space. Alright, so there was nothing for Guam. Or I already have a Guam scenery. It was just basically birds, but we're not gonna see birds if it's nighttime. Let me get this off screen. I'm glad that's working. You know, there was sometimes I couldn't even purchase stuff. It just wouldn't go through, weirdly enough. Alright. So, yeah, we're in complete darkness, and, we're not gonna ever see the light of day, so we're definitely changing the light of day. But we need to change planes. Might as well just type it in. Okay, and what's my flight number? Flight number is 4844. Oh, that's not 48. 4844. There we go. Call sign. You know what? Okay. There we go. Call sign Maverick. Why not, right? We're flying in the experimental plane from Top Gun 2. Why not be call sign Maverick? Alright. Now we want Pgum. Did I get? No, of course I didn't get it, because I'm a dipshit and forgot to hit the search bar. Again, Pgum. Pgum, Guam International. Is it there? Uh-oh. What did I do wrong? Pgum. There we go. I don't know what happened the first time. Yeah. And we want... Now, coming into Honolulu at night might be great, but... And you know, we're over the ocean, so... It probably doesn't matter that it's daytime or nighttime. Because... We're not gonna see much. I am having the most difficult time finding the home row on the keyboard. Pgm-Phnl for Honolulu. Alright. Yeah, see, 40 minutes, and that's just GPS. That's not doing... We want high altitude airwaves. So, 44 minutes, or... Okay, so we got 3 options here. That's... The first option is 44 minutes. Second option is 44 minutes. 49 minutes. We'll do the 49-minute one, why not? Okay, and we are departing from... I'm the only reason I'm planning this out right here, like, I don't usually do this for you guys, is we're just doing it on camera because, why not? Where are we leaving from? Runway 6 right. Okay, there's just a direct. What do we want for a ride? I'm just going through these. What? I want the... What's the 51-minute one? Alright, and we're coming into... Runway 8 left. Okay, let's see what arrivals we have. Wow, there's a lot. I think we need to come in. None of these are directly in stupid Xbox chime scared the crap out of me. Well, that's the longest runway. That makes sense. We're two probably can't land anywhere but there. Alright. 55. I'm just trying to pick the longest flight. Ironically enough. Okay, so this one's coming in that way. Okay. I will make it to daytime. Just so we actually see what's going on here. Do we want air traffic especially such as... I always forget which one I want here. Live data. I always just do AI, but whatever. What has got us climbing to? 149. Okay. I'm taking the one out of that. We're just gonna go to 49,000. 49000. It's still gonna take us only like an hour. So, what the hell? Why is that 13? Oh, that's really... Hey, why is that say 13 hours, 59 minutes? Where's that 13 minutes? These are supposed to be minutes, so... Yeah, why is that 13? 13 hours, 59... If that was true with the Dark Star, I would be using the, We would definitely be using the Concorde. Let's pick a parking spot here. Is there a parking spot over here? Yeah, there is. Ramp 1. Departure. Oh, it added one in. Okay, it added a pathway in. Yeah, why are you 13 hours? That's ridiculous. Alright. Now, if we can't make the altitude, I will use the gain altitude feature that we have here in 2020, but we should be able to get the 49. Alright. I think we are ready to go. As I've wasted like 25 minutes just getting into this flight, so... Yeah, so yeah, these chill flights, I call them chill flights, but I basically just turn, if you don't know, I just used the Copilot feature in 2020, and we go from there. Is there a checklist to start up here? I'm interested to actually do this, to see. There is, but we won't. Here we go.
Aganya clearance delivery Maverick 4844 IFR to Honolulu, ready to come.
Okay, and I need to... What? I can't change anything. Is it because I'm in beta? I can't change the weather or anything? It's all grayed out. I can't change it, so we're doing everything by night. And of course, we're a black plane at night with very few lighting implements on us, because kind of makes sense. But right. I picked ramp parking 1, but it looked like we were at a gate. I guess that's our pushback. Yeah. I'm guessing because I'm in beta, we can't change the weather. Or is it because I'm on Dark Star? Yeah, I don't know. You could have kept backing up instead of trying to turn around. Nav. Lieutenant Pete Mitchell. If I could play it, I would be playing it. The Top Gun anthem. Just because I love that song. Here's your pull cord for, I guess that's the pull cord for ejection. But yeah, I'm not gonna stay, I don't think I'll stay external very long. So I was gonna change the time of day, but I can't. Now, Tuesday's flight from Honolulu to Boise, Idaho. I don't know, but I think we're doing the Dark Star again for that flight. I'll take a look at the how long the Concorde flight is, because I can only do like 3-4 hour flights before I get really bored. So we'll look at that. I'll take a look at that before next Tuesday. So I don't know if there's a Boise airport scenery or not. But that's just flying over a bunch of water back to, for the most part, till we hit the west coast. So our flight time's an hour 55 minute now, or should be. I don't know if that's accurate. That was accurate with the 149,000. I dropped this down to 49,000, so I don't know how accurate it really is. It might be doubled. But let's just hope today's goes okay. Tuesday's flight was a game crash. Complete game crash. It froze up, couldn't do anything. I didn't know exactly where we were to relaunch redo the flight and continue it. All I knew is we were in Colorado, or Denver. We were in Denver's airspace. This is a long Are we taxiing down the runway right now? Because this is a long taxi if we are. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it is because I'm on beta, because I don't understand why that's the way it is. That's a good thing I have unlimited fuel, because we were probably going to waste quite a bit just doing this taxi. This was a whole taxi. Because I was at, like, the other end of the airport, wasn't I? Ugh. I thought I picked the... I thought I picked a parking spot closest to where we were gonna take off. Are we even in Guam? Being my luck, we're not, and we're taking off from Honolulu. Because I did something weird. I guess we'll find out here in a second, won't I? When we hit a cold short. Nah, we're in Guam. Now, I keep forgetting on 2020, you guys can't hear the comms unless I'm in the cockpit. Alright, I'm gonna stay out here, because... Oh. Are these green dots where we start the runway? Yeah, look at those afterburners, baby! Oakland Center controls the Pacific Ocean, apparently. Not even out of Guam yet, and we're already switching to Oakland Center. At least they're doing step climbs for the altitude. And it doesn't look like we've got clear skies. We do have some clouds. There's Anderson Airfield over there, and IRL on the other side of the island is another runway that doesn't have a name on Google Maps anymore. I'm guessing it's another flight line for the airbase. But there's Anderson Air Force Base. In fact, Anderson Air Force Base is featured in a video game, Splinter Cell Blacklist. Your intro mission takes place in Guam at Anderson Air Force Base. we're going quite quick, despite the fact it doesn't look like. And you can kind of see the horizon out there. And I know we can get to 50,000 without a problem. I don't know, like, but I have no idea how that, if that changed the, flight times or not. What does it say we need to, it says 6,450 feet at that waypoint. But we're already past 7,000, so. Yeah, you can kind of see the light in the horizon, at least I can. You guys can't see it. So we'll just come in here. You guys can't see anything. But we're over the ocean, because there's the horizon, our zero line. See, why is it, are you supposed to be able to click these and move them or something? Because I don't know why it shows up white, like a white square, like you're allowed to do something to it. Pitch trim. What are these dials down here that we can't see? Are they even working? HUD mode, day. We need night mode. Brightness 100. We need night mode there too. There we go. I'm gonna put it in night mode. It's not even morning yet, I don't think. So, what are you talking about, dude? Oh, now I'm like, wait, what? Landing on that ship. Oh, I think I know what it's about. Yeah, that was great. Oh, sorry, folks. I was reading a note Nate said. He was replying to I was replying to a message he sent out earlier, and he said my landing, he's been lurking when he can, but my short landing on yesterday's stream was crazy. And I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Ooh. I don't know, can you guys see that? Yes, you can. The light on the horizon. What was I gonna check? I was gonna check something. What time is sunrise in Honolulu? Sunrise in Honolulu is at 5:54 a.m. And since I can pull up the clock, it is 10:41 p.m. in Guam. I don't know how many times yeah, we're landing well before sunrise. But you can see the sun on the horizon out there. But we also are climbing. We're going to be really high. We're going to see the sun anyway, probably. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't readjust the flight time. I don't know, and because I've brought it down on my Atlanta to Guam flight. I brought it down to 15,000 feet, and it's still set an hour and a half. I'm like, that seems like bullshit. But maybe it's because I can go like 15,000 nautical miles an hour. I don't know. I mean, right now we're in the 350s, so. And I don't have engine stresses and all that turned on. I haven't, you know, we can't break the plane. Red hot burners. I love how it shows purple though when you look at it. At the stars. I can see stars in the sky. I keep wanting to try to pull up the EFB and I forget there isn't one. Now, I put it at 49,000, but I'm going to try to get to the, I'll bump it up. I just need to make sure the plane could bump, to get to an altitude I knew it could climb to without me doing the gain altitude button. Help. Because I think that does 10,000 feet per press, so. And I have no idea when exactly the Dark Star has to start its descent if we got to 149,000 feet. All I know is this plane can go to low, or can go to the max altitude ceiling in this game. Alright, don't know if you heard it or not, but we just got cleared to go to 450. I keep forgetting, yeah, you guys can't hear the audio of the air traffic controller when I'm outside and not in the cockpit, but I think this view is a little more interesting. Unfortunately, I don't know how to get a thumbnail for today. I can't, like I said, I can't change it to daytime. Alright, we're changing to another frequency on Oakland Center. Now, it said they were saying we were at 405, climbing to 450, when we were actually at 43, or 42 something, so it's definitely behind the calls are out of sync. Look at that different level of orange on the cones there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think what Nate was talking about is the medium cargo one where we had a really short runway compared to what we should have had. But it is nice to know that someone's been watching that part of my streams. Thanks, Nate. I know people go back and watch them because it always shows views on Twitch after the fact. In fact, let's see. Well, yeah, see, it's got zero views for Tuesday's flight. I'm not sure why no one's seen it, but I got 16 views for yesterday through Twitch. And on YouTube's always weird with the number of views. I know one of the views is always my own, so only 2 other people watched the stream yesterday. That seems to be typical. That seems to be the going way it works. I had more people watch my Atlanta to Guam attempt on YouTube. I have, right now it says 4 views. I have to always subtract 1 from what it says. I never get likes on my videos. I don't know why. If you are watching it, please just give it a thumbs up. It's not like I want it to bounce to the top of an algorithm on YouTube, but it shows that it shows me that you don't hate the video. Alright, we're at 490. I'm gonna jump us up. There's that 53, 70, 80, 88, 90. They're telling us to descend. So I got to 148,000. Whoa! You gotta love the sonic boom, and it always freaks me out. I'm not expecting it, and then you hear boom. But I was just saying, so it is dark. We are on the dark side of the earth. And we are gonna pick up a whole lot of speed here. I'm only at 120 something, but we're descending. It's making us descend. But the faster we go, the quicker we will get there too, so. Maybe I should have let the altitude alone and just climbed when I knew I couldn't. When I knew the plane couldn't handle climbing anymore because we were running out of steam. We are probably going to get into the red. It says 21 miles away. I'm going to assume that's actually at the 4. Oh. Wow, we just dropped like 100,000 feet really quick. I'm surprised we're not going any faster than we are. Now we gotta climb back up. I don't know. I'm gonna upload this, but I guarantee I won't be upset if nobody actually watches this one, because it is at night, and all you're seeing is my afterburners, and I can't change it to daytime. And all we're over the ocean. Let's actually pull up the map. So we're about to hit Stein. I am zoomed all the way out, folks. As far as I know. Yeah, I'm zoomed all the way out. Wow. Are we climbing back? We went all the way down to 23. What? It still looks like we're descending. It is. It's still descending. My aircraft. Alright, AI's aircraft. Alright, now we're climbing again. At least I hope. But I think we're vertical. I can't even show you. There we go. We're vertical. Oh, was that the... There's the moon. There is the moon. Out there. I gotta make it my aircraft again, because talk about G-force. Come on. Pull up. I can't see anything, and I'm trying to gain control. Okay, I had to stick all the way back. And I have no idea where we are on the map, other than I think I just screwed us up. You can't even tell. This plane has lights on, but you can't even tell I have beacon and nav and all those lights. Yeah, the same thing that always happens with every military aircraft. Weirdness. Where are we at? We're at Stein. Okay, I'm gonna try something, folks. I'm gonna see if I can take off from Stein. That got screwed up. And then gonna try to do custom, do an airborne thing. But I gotta reprogram everything. At least, okay, that's automatically there. And okay, I gotta put in Pgm-Phnl. Not Pgm-Phnl. God, I can't type today. Pgm-Phnl. Do it right? Did I not do it right? God, what is up with my idiocy? You'd think I hadn't learned how to use a keyboard correctly. Maybe I should always just do direct flights, huh? High altitude. I had picked this flight. Alright, we're gonna leave from here. So you can do that. Okay. Alright. Attempt number 2. Granted, I still can't change the time of day. Well, yes, I can. Weather. Custom. Here we go. Are you gonna let... It's not gonna let me? Why not? Is this a beta issue? What? I can't even pick a preset. This has to be a beta issue on 2020. So, if you're in beta right now on 2020, you can't change your weather. It has to... You can only do live weather. Okay. I thought beta would be cool to see it, but maybe I should turn beta back off. Alright, so I gotta be quick here, because we are airborne. Alright, not my aircraft. And just to verify. Okay. Whoa! Did it put us where we needed to be? It did. It put me at the altitude that they wanted it at. Alright, so we're in low... We are in low Earth orbit. And these waypoints actually go a lot faster than anything. Yeah. God, I keep hitting the sonic boom. So that does work. I can relaunch from a airborne position on a waypoint. So, good to know. So, I bet I could do that in 24 as well. Oh, excuse me. I basically just saved us... Well, I saved us a whole lot of time, because now we're going at the correct altitude, or near the correct altitude. I am at 1340... Well, I was. Anyway, I'm at the... I'm near 1340, and it's telling me to climb. So, I don't know what their record is. I keep forgetting to not activate that because I can't tell. It's funny, you can still hear the sound of wind at this altitude. I can. So... Yeah, like I said, if nobody watches this one, I completely understand. I think I need to deactivate the beta version of 2020 because, well, I can't, I don't know if I'm just guessing that it has to do with the beta version not allowing me to change weather and time of day and all that. But that is, if that's the issue, then I need to deactivate it and test to see if that's the issue. Because, Tuesday morning, we're going to be taking off. Let's see. So if I get on here and start streaming at 8 a.m., Honolulu is 6 hours behind. We're going to be taking off at roughly 2 a.m. and it's going to be dark. And we'll probably get to Boise before sunrise there, too. Because, well, maybe. I don't know, 2, 3... We might get to Boise at sunrise, and we might be doing that. If we're not in the dark star, we definitely will be probably getting there at sunrise. If I pick the Concorde, if it's just like a 4-hour flight, I might just do that. Next Tuesday. They're still telling me to climb the 134. And we're at 134. So I have no idea if we're moving or not. Because this can't keep up with it. I mean, it's ticking down, but I don't think it can keep up with, well, we're not going that fast. We're actually going normal speed. Okay. But that might be our ground speed. The airspeed might be actually how fast the ground is going. See, I'm already zoomed all the way out here. I can't even find out where the land is. But even starting from Stein, it was like a 44-minute flight still. Now see, on Tuesday, if I paid attention to what the next waypoint was, I could have restarted the flight from where we were. Because I think we were halfway through that flight. I kind of we're at 1340, and they keep telling me to climb, and I bet you if I hit the gain altitude thing, it'll tell us to descend, and then that'll screw up everything. Because it'll go below the, where we need to be. Okay, you can see our beacon light. You can see some of our lights. Let's check out switches in here. So we got the start engine. What? APU. Trim reset. You got your rudder trim. And wow, everything's moving on me. Besides what I'm looking for. Windshield de-ice. Let's turn that on. I think that should be on. At 134,000 feet, you think? Oh, nav lights are off? They need to be on. There we go. I was wondering why there's no red and green light. Can you guys see that? Yeah, now you can see that. So, in like a minute, we nearly went 200 nautical miles, because we got 17 miles to go to hit this waypoint. So that was that side of the plane. What do we got over here? I don't know why it's sticking. Okay, that's gear. That's emergency landing. Oh, here's our landing lights. Which obviously need to be off. At this height. Parking brake. Out of curiosity. Well, I can't. You can't get under the plane to look. Okay, I just wanted to see what the landing, how the landing lights were. And you can see the throttles keep moving. What's off? Oh, speed brake is off. Okay. And there's your seat. Of course, the canopy. Scram enabler. All that, so. What's on these, what's these screens? So, I don't know if this is an experimental, so I doubt. I don't think in the movie there was, weapons on it. And there's our heading. Is that our heading? No, that's our Mach speed. So there's battery, fuel cells. I don't know what RE or JV are. That's the fuel cell. What's this? That's battery, okay. Your generators, your engine reset. There's this panel over here with what looks like names on it, but I can't get any closer. I don't know if they're names. It might be like pilot testing, the pilot's testers or something. Test pilots. Yeah, we're at 1340. We're actually just above it. So I don't know why they keep telling us to climb. Now we're just waiting for them to tell us to descend. Which I don't know when you start to descend from 134,000 feet. Like what it's... Whatever your altitude is, times 3. Or whatever. I forget what they said. What I was told to do. Because I was just descending 10,000 feet for every 100 nautical miles. starting at 400 when I was at over 440,000. So today, on 24, I'll work on. I'll do other types of missions today because I don't need to do any more medium cargo. I only need to do one, and we will do that on. Hopefully, get that A on stream. Well, we'll attempt to get it because if I don't get it, we just won't. We won't do that. But I also got to get my rank up. I think I'm on at level 63 or 64. I think it was at 64 last night, so I just got to get to level 75. I don't know if I'll be able to get that done today or not. I might do that today, and if I have to, I'll postpone streaming tomorrow morning. And wait till I think I've got something to put on the stream. Because once I unlock the heavy cargo, if there's no missions to do for it, all I can do is heavy cargo, get to this new skill level for super heavy, and hope to try to get an S rating on heavy cargo. Again, if there's missions. But once you reach super heavy cargo, you need a certification, which we don't have access to. But I could go get my my scoop endorsement. I could go and attempt to unlock those other mission types I've gotten ranked through. At least show you my attempt at them. I could do the same thing and go get rotorcraft certs and attempt to do those as well. So there is stuff I could show you. I don't need to show you. I feel personally I don't need to show you how the company stuff works. You get a company, you buy a plane, you buy another plane, you put crew on, you make passive money while you're in the game doing missions. Actually, you can make money while not doing. You could just be in career mode, not flying, not doing any missions, and your crews will just be making money for you. But then you gotta manage your aircraft. So it's not something it's not something I personally look forward to doing. In this instance, I created a career. I had to create a company and then sell the plane to get my certs. Realistically, I probably would not do that. Well, soon you're gonna have to tell me to descend. Where is my waypoint? 771 miles away, which we'll get to really quick. Alright, we just passed Philly. What is the next waypoint? Okay, so I can move the map, but I am zoomed all the way out. Well, we don't have GPS tracking on for the isolator thing. Yeah, I'm zoomed all the way out. And I can't tell where we're at, so... Ooh. But we are definitely gonna crunch this. Look at that. You can watch this tick down really quick. I mean, it doesn't look like it's quick, but it is. That's going down like a nautical mile a second. It actually looks like it's getting darker, doesn't it? But the light looks like it's from behind us. But we are in low Earth orbit. I guarantee it. Even though we can't tell. Like I said, I feel bad. I didn't know I couldn't change the time. And like if it's because I'm in SU16 beta, then I need to turn beta off when I get off here, so that we don't have that issue on Tuesday when we fly from Honolulu to Boise. So I also I need to double check when I get into 24 later. Double check to make sure that Honolulu gets streamed. Folks, I gotta take a break. I'm gonna put you back in the cockpit so you guys can at least hear all the radio comms. Alright, I am back. What hell have we gotten into? Other than you guys are getting inundated with the climb crap that we clearly don't need me. Now, brightness is 100%. So, it says it's day. Does night make it brighter? Oops. No. Okay, night. Daytime is brighter. But yeah, oh, you can turn it off. Okay. So, night mode. What happens if you turn this one off? Oh, that's that stuff, okay. So it makes it dimmer, okay. We got 330 miles left of that 700. See, I'm guessing this map can't keep up with how fast we're moving. Are we moving fast? No, we're not. We're really not. But that doesn't matter. We don't need to be moving that quick at this altitude. Now, if I was at 15,000 feet going 1,500 nautical miles an hour, that's where this would be fun. Can you imagine being at 5,000? Just barely enough to skim over the tallest mountain that I might have to go, which in the Rockies probably, would have been the Atlanta to Honolulu. If I was just at like 10,000 feet. And, there's no flight plan. So I don't even know what we can't see. Well, there's this. This screen does that. So uh-oh, what did I do? Let's just hit enter. Okay, so yeah, you can change your radio stations, which is what you want to be able to do. Okay. Let me stop pushing things. What is this screen though, right here? It's completely black. That's what I was looking for. Can we ask for vector? I can. Okay. That's a lot of info, isn't it? I don't know how we're flying right now. But, because I can't move the camera, really. All I'm doing right here is watching this count down the nautical miles. So we're at... Okay, we're... Ooh, is that lightning? I think I just saw lightning. Maybe that's why I can't see anything. I can't see stars or anything. Yeah, that's lightning. We're flying over a storm. Because, I mean, I can see my beacon light. And my nav lights. But that bright flash was lightning. Alright. I don't even remember how long we've been flying again now. But, you know, we're 20 minutes shy of being live for 2 hours, and we haven't even completed one mission. So... Am I at 1340? I am. I'm watching the distance meter go down. And we're at 200 knots. I know you can go... I don't know why we're going so slow. I would... And I can't even take control. I wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing right now. Unless it's... Maybe it's... Well, we saw lightning, so it's not, we're not so far up that we're out in space orbit. Wow! Wow, did you guys see that? I'm staying external. I mean, I know it's not showing much on the screen, but... that lightning strike. So there's something going on in the specific There's a storm out in the Pacific Ocean right now. I have no idea exactly what landmass we're probably near. Other than I don't think we're near Hawaii. And we're about to hit the 19E70. Telling me to climb again. I'm at 1340. Well, okay. So I keep bouncing between 134020 and 133990. But it keeps telling me to expedite my climb, like I'm not hanging around 1340. Have we seen any more? There's another lightning strike. I was about to ask, have we seen any more? Wow. I'm being so entertained by lightning strikes. We're gonna have to start descending soon. I don't know when they're gonna make. When do we start the descent here? Where are we at? We're still at the climb phase. And descent. Where's the, okay, approach. Let me pull this back up. No, I don't want to travel to descent. I was trying to figure out where it was. Because if this is where we start to descend... Wow. That's a steep descent. Whoa! Lightning strike. Alright. We now have 558 to our next waypoint. Yeah, these waypoints are far apart because I think we're in an airway. I think that's when you do high altitude IFR, it puts you in the airways. But we are well above that. It's roughly 1 nautical mile a second. Maybe slightly slower than that, but... it's basically a mile a minute. Or, I mean a mile a second. And I am so sorry that this is all dark and that all we're seeing is the excitement of the lights as we took off and the lightning show that we're getting below us right now. I don't know exactly when we'll get eyes on land. But we did figure out something today. If I want to get to that correct altitude the game wants me at, I either need to use the gain altitude feature or just pick a waypoint and start airborne. Um, I don't know why my screens are off. So, why are my screens off? These are the bugs that happen whether you're in beta or not. I've not seen this happen to other live streamers, but it happens to me quite a bit. But almost everybody I watch is also playing in on PC. You can see the stars out there. Alright, I left you in this position in the cockpit while I had to go take care of something. So we could see the distance thing click down. Because outside of that, we don't know what we're doing. As we've lost our screens as well. It's still going like 1 second. Well, it doesn't look like it's moving at all. There you go. I don't know why. It doesn't move. So I guess outside view was the is what I should have done for you guys. Cause it constantly moves the countdown distance counter. Can we see landmass yet on the map? Ooh, God, sorry for that spike. What does isolene do here? Well, it shouldn't do anything because we're over the water. Alright. So I don't know. Out of curiosity. We just got a radio call if you guys didn't hear it. That's why it froze up on me. Alright, so the highest you can go is 150. Oh, that's what I was just messing with. So the highest altitude in this game you can go is 150,000. Or that the, gain altitude feature was doing. Alright. And I'm just keeping an eye on this waypoint counter, because, well, there's nothing else. This will be in the playlist, but yeah, again, if nobody watched this, I completely understand. I might put it on as background noise later, once it's uploaded to YouTube, just to hit that like button on it. And at least get the one view, but I completely understand if no one hears this video or sees it. So we have 4 engines. How do we have 4 engines? Alright, now we should be able to pull up the map. We're under 100 nautical miles to our waypoint. It should show up. Okay. Now, where's the next waypoint? Okay, it's a long way away, isn't it? So I don't even know how. Yeah, forget it. I mean, we're moving quick. I mean, we're moving quicker than you think. Granted, we could be going a lot faster. I think we could be flying a lot faster. But this is the co-pilot for you, so. And if I could be, if I knew how to, if I was comfortable on flying inside the cockpit, I probably would have hand flown part of this. I don't know what that really means. Other than it's an airway code, maybe? I hope we stop soon at 1340. I hope we don't descend too far past it. I'm gonna stick with this as long as I see things going. So far we've had better luck, I think, with this flight than yesterday's or Tuesday's flight out to Guam. Again, we didn't even make it out of the mainland. And I have no idea of knowing exactly how much further we gotta go. What I was gonna see is what time is it in game? Where we're at, what time is it? It is 4:01 a.m. According to this, it's 4:01 a.m. I said Honolulu sunrise was at 4:51 a.m. I don't know how many more time zones we gotta go through. But I think we're landing in Honolulu at sunrise. Which would make sense. The Concorde was a 6-hour flight from Guam. Anyway, we left there at 10:40 p.m. So, yeah. Okay. Maybe we're getting to Honolulu at sunrise. I don't know how many more time zones we gotta go through. Alright, what do we got going on here? I can't see. Okay, we got another 700 something to go. It's at 730 something. 731, 30, 29. Okay. I don't need to keep counting down. But it is, we are going another nautical mile a minute. Or, nautical mile a second. Although going a nautical mile in a minute is still probably pretty quick. So, I was trying to get us up there. I asked to go to 150. It said to reach 130, expect to go to 150, but I don't know when it was going to do it. We're going back down to 143, or 134, I mean. But what has it been, like a minute? And we're already 100 miles. See, it doesn't even register that I've went to 134 and we've been hovering around that. So we can't climb the 150. Because it's not recognizing it. So, I'm believing it was July 4th when we left Guam. I believe it was already the 4th over there. I could be wrong. Yeah, I've already been in here streaming for like 2 hours. Okay, I'm gonna check something out. But I turned down the volume on my phone. Wow. So someone's doing a flight from Atlanta to Rome in an A359. That's definitely a Delta long haul. That's what it says. So, yeah, that's Atlanta to Rome. Wow, non-stop. Well, for a minute there, I thought it said 53 miles left. I'm like, what? Wow, we gained some distance. Why is it white? It, like, are we not on the... We're off the path a little bit. Okay, 500. .507. Okay, there we go. See, I keep going to 1334020 and 133990, and I asked to increase, but it's not going to increase because it doesn't think we're maintaining 1340. Is no autopilot. There is no autopilot for this plane. I took control. I don't know if we're descending or what we're doing. Yeah, but I turned on full afterburners. So, how do you turn on engine 3 and 4? Only engines 1 and 2 are on. So we have 4 engines. Where are the other? Why is there only 2 engines on? And this is the startup. The auto startup did only the 2 engines. Can you imagine if you could turn on all 4 engines and then full afterburners? Holy shit. I'm just... like, yeah. Alright. AI can control again. So that's engines. So, I'm not sure exactly how you get engine 3 and 4 turned on. It doesn't look like there's an option for it. Whoa! Oh, I haven't heard that in a while. And we're gonna hear it quite a bit if I stay like that, so... Now, there we go. Oh shoot, I need to plug my phone in. iPad is at 89%. I hope you're okay, because my phone needs it. My phone's at like 34%. Well, 39%. Okay. Still, my phone needs a charge more than the iPad right now. Okay. Ookie dookie. Mm-hmm. 1340. I ordered some cigars the other day. I don't know if they're getting here today or tomorrow. Where's my order form? There we go. Let's track my order. I ordered some Sunday night and then I ordered again Monday morning. So I don't think they're getting here. Well, I don't know. There's some in Austell, Georgia. But that doesn't mean, departed shipping facility 511 on the 2nd. In Georgia. Delivery date will be provided when UPS receives the package. Not UPS, it's USPS. It's standard mail. And I have no delivery date for it. It was in Georgia yesterday morning. There's no update on the tracking information, so I'm guessing it's not anywhere in Tennessee yet. Or if it is, it's at Knoxville. And they haven't been able to redirect it to come to my local post office. So, maybe I'll get it Saturday. If not, maybe I'll get both packages on Monday. I haven't ordered cigars in like 2 months, so... And I only... Well, I tried to order 30. One item was on back order, so I'm getting only 25 cigars. That's pretty much a cigar a day, and that's what I usually do. I got a few cigarillos left that I ain't even touched yet. So, but I was getting bored with them. I want some regular sized cigars. I think most of what I ordered was called a Robusto, which is, like, 50 ring gauge by 5 inch. Kinda, or something like that, so, or it might be a, 40 ring gauge by 5 inch long. Ring gauge is it's circumference, like if you put a ring on your finger. So my cigarillos are basically like my is well as big as my pinky probably in diameter. So it's like just barely a barely what's the ring gauge on that? Like a 5? Ring gauge of 4 or 5? Ring gauge of 4, I would say. So it's a 4 by 4 and but so how far is Honolulu? Is 551 miles away. Are we? Whoa! I keep forgetting that. Okay, there's that's not what I want. What I want. I want cloud. No. Unfortunately, we will not be getting there at sunrise. Just before sunrise. But I'm not even seeing the sunrise in the horizon. On the horizon. But it is, it was nasty weather behind us. I don't know if we're still in nasty weather or not. And you know what? We're probably gonna end up. What was we still might end up with a 3-hour stream, and the flight was only supposed to be like less than an hour flight time. But I mean, I kind of restarted the flight, but I cut out a part of it, so we didn't have to really restart it. But now I know on 2020, just leave the altitude at whatever the plane wants to go to, and if I can't reach it, use the gain altitude feature, and hopefully then the plane can readjust. Now, if we were automatically cleared to go to 150, and then I bumped it up there, the plane would try to maintain that altitude. So the 44 minutes was probably still at the 150,000 or 150. I don't know if it's 1500 or if it's just 150. Anyway, when it got up there, that was probably the 44-minute flight. I think I put for 51-minute flight when we took off again. So we should be getting descent vectors soon, I would think. Let's pull up the map. Okay, let's not pull up the map. Oh, man. The game froze. Alright. So. Come on. Are you gonna work? I know you guys are getting a very lovely view on screen right now, but at least the stream's still alive. There we go. I think we're going back to the loading screens. Wow, my live feed on the iPad is really, it's like 5 seconds behind. Yeah, so we froze. I know I'm like 500 feet away. So, checking for update. What is 16 finally? Was 16 released today? Oh, it was just checking for update. I'm like, don't tell me I'm on SU 17 right now. I don't know what more they can do to 2020. So, I don't even know what the last... I guess we'll put in the flight plan and then I'll have to pick, but, well, now for sure we're definitely probably coming in at sunrise. I could change planes now. With only 500 to go. Should I change planes? Change planes in the middle of... No, I'll stick with it because that's what we started with. I'm not going to put 2 different planes in the stream. Okay. 3rd time now. Okay, right. I gotta put this in. Pgm-Phnl. High altitude. We want the 51-minute flight was what I was doing. I think we already passed that waypoint. We're just gonna start from here. The 20E80, I think, is... No, we want to, yeah, depart from 20E80. 21 minutes left. Okay. What altitude? At 15,200? Whatever. Anyway, okay. Here we go again. And I can't change this. I can't customize. Again, I think this is the... That's because of beta, so I have to remove beta. thought beta would be interesting to have on 2020, but it's gonna cause me a problem. Alright. So, we are finishing this flight. Because at least I figured out certain waypoints. And... Okay. Co-pilot's got the comms. Erga has control. Honolulu's... Okay, so I didn't quite give us 500, but I put it in a way that... So we were nearly there. And it is... 4:31. 20 minutes, right? It said 21 minutes. So, I put us... I don't know, yeah, we had like 500 something miles left to Honolulu, and I put us at about 1,000, so I did put us at the last waypoint we passed. So. Are we gonna get there at sunrise? I don't know, because we should be seeing the sun rise somewhere in the screen here, and well, all I see is black. So and technically we should be getting vectors to descend soon. I'm gonna guess this is our descent. No, that's the approach. So where's the descent? Where's when do we start descending? I gotta make me a smoothie when I get off here. And then maybe go outside and smoke. I didn't smoke this earlier today. I usually go outside and smoke and have my cup of coffee and or a cappuccino, and I instead went outside for like 30 minutes, and then I came in and got on here. I am kind of being determined today to at least finish this flight, even though, like I said, no one probably will watch this. Because it's definitely a quote-unquote dark star flight. But I didn't know about the issue that beta would cause me. So I will remove beta. I bring up this map, or is the game gonna go fuck you on me again? No? Okay. Of course it's all blue. It was blue for this whole flight. Well, we saw some thunderstorms somewhere. Hmm. So, I mean, technically we could start doing long hauls if I take flights into chunks. But then I gotta remember exactly which waypoint we stopped at. So we can start there again. But I didn't want to break up these capital to capital flights into more two-part, one, two, you know. It's one flight per video. I didn't want to have to break them up into two separate flights. The long haul flights I should do, or long haul, my capital to capital flights where I can take longer to do them is maybe be on the days that Nate is streaming, because I gotta sit here anyway. Well, I don't have to sit here, but I mean, I've got nothing else to do but watch him, hang out, and talk to the people there, and I can let the gameplay in the flight go in the background. So, Honolulu to Boise. I'll check, like, again, I'll check with the Concorde, see how long that flight is. If I think it's reasonable enough, I will jump on 24 for that flight instead of in here. I think I looked at it the other day and it was like 4.5 hours. And that's flight time. That's not taxiing into taxiing out and taxiing in on landing. So how fast are we flying? Well, we're in the 90s, so it's a nautical mile a second, so. Oh, I just noticed some. There we go. I don't know why it launches you back in with your nav lights off. I think I have landing rate thing on. I think. Oh yeah, I have installed everything. Like I said, I have to actually uninstall what I never want to use. In these flights, because I don't hang out and do stuff in 2020 anymore. It's just these flights. So I can delete everything except for the Maverick, the Top Gun DLC. I want the 707 and the Concorde. Or I might, no, I'll just do the Concorde, because I only need 2 planes. It's not like I need the 707. However, I have had to divert during this series, because, the airport I picked to land at in Dover, Delaware, we weren't big enough to land, and I had to divert to Dover Air Force Base. Looks like there's a waypoint where I have to be at 57,000 feet. Yeah, I don't know when we can start getting vectored. Or if we're going for a really steep descent. Oh, crap. I keep scaring myself with that. Those are stars, okay. Oh my god, am I seeing city lights? I am not seeing... I'm not seeing a glimmer of sunshine in front of us. No hint of it. I said 540 and it's on, so, never mind. Yeah, that's why we're not seeing it. I said 541. So we're getting to Honolulu an hour before sunrise. So, technically, I could have... If it readjusted the flight time based on the altitude I picked, I could have went half this height. No, if I halved the height, we would have went twice as fast, probably. I don't know. How could I have made this a 2-hour flight? So, because if it was 2-hour flight, we would be in at sunrise. Just for curiosity. Gotta ask. Is it July 4th in Japan? Okay, it's still the 3rd. I thought they were already ahead of us. Because of the international date line. But they are about to be into July 4th. Oh. Sorry, folks. Alright, we've got... coming up on almost 3 hours. And no one's come in. Today's been a good day on the fact I haven't gotten those stupid chats that I always delete. Ah! Now I think we're at where we were earlier when I said we were about 700. No, we were 500 miles away from Honolulu earlier, but we were not at the next waypoint past where I picked us to start from this time. So I picked the only waypoint that made sense to start from, where the game decided to freeze. I think we should start descending, but what do I know? Because if we don't start, we're gonna have a real steep descent. That's not the screen I wanted. I wanted this. Close that. Fact. Stupid things in the way. I asked you to decrease. I asked to decrease, not increase. But that's because we're supposed to be at 150, isn't it? So much for that. Freaked me out again. Yeah. I asked to decrease altitude. So, I guess we're at the whim of the game to, the ATC to call us down. We'll just... I thought I was asking to go to 1240. Instead it said 1440. Or 1400. I wonder what type of bad landing the computer's gonna get today. See, this is why I keep flights under... My flight times under 3 hours, because... My god. A 1 hour flight is taking us more than 3 hours to do. Because... Granted, you can't know whether you're gonna get sim issues. And I don't know why Pgum-Phnl/Honolulu International keeps showing up on the screen like that. Are we still going a nautical mile a minute? nautical mile a second. Yeah. Okay, so we have 399 miles to our next waypoint. And then I think we have to descend. Probably before we hit that waypoint, but don't know. And we're only 500 away from, or 536 away from the airport. Basically, we have 200 nautical miles to drop from 134 probably down to 34. Ooh. So, I'm gonna make me a strawberry, blueberry, banana smoothie. And I'm also gonna add in, I got this orange, this powder to make orange flavor drink. I'm gonna make up a Gatorade sized bottle of, I guess you could call it Tang, and sugar free, no carbs. I'm gonna make up like a Gatorade bottle of that and dump it into the blender after I've shook up the water and gotten it flavorized. Mom's like just put the powder. I'm like, no, because that's not gonna work. Just dropping the powder in and then hitting the blender would not have blended the orange. So I gotta make up the bottle, like I said, make up the bottle of water and shake it up, dump it in along with the fruit. So I'll have strawberry, banana, blueberry, and orange smoothie. I was hoping to just do strawberry banana and add the orange drink, but Mom has a frozen mixture of blueberries, strawberries, and bananas. Now I've been putting actual bananas in and not using frozen banana, so I might still have to throw in a regular banana just because I like the banana flavor. And I'm not sure if blueberry and orange might not be a good combo, but I don't know. And then I just add a little bit of Splenda. I don't put yogurt. I don't usually, and I don't add milk. It's just fruit. That's what I've been doing with, like I said, with the as low carb as possible. Granted, there's carbs in the fruit, but that's healthy. It's healthier the way I've been doing it, with just the fruit all blended together into a thickness of a smoothie. I could be weird. I could throw banana. I could throw. We got mini blueberry muffins. I'm like, I could throw muffin in there and blend it. I like artificial blueberries, so I don't know how these frozen blueberries are gonna be. I'll eat a blueberry cereal bar. I'll eat those Belvita blueberry cookies. I like blueberry pancakes and waffles. So, but I can't stand blueberries. I don't actually like strawberries, except for I've liked them in the smoothie. I'll eat bananas by themselves. I'll eat grapes, but outside of that I don't really eat fruit other than the way I've been doing it in these smoothies. Now, if I could just find a way to eat vegetables. But I don't think there's any combo of vegetables I would want to blend up and make a smoothie with. Granted, well, with the smoothies, I just add, like I said, the Splenda to make it sweet, because it's not very sweet by itself. 225 nautical miles to our next waypoint, and they're still asking me to expedite my climb. I'm gonna try and get a decrease again. I need to move this. Over here. Ah! Ha ha ha! Alright, we gotta descend. Ooh, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is a light blue line on the horizon. I can barely see it on the preview, but there is a very faint purplish line out there because we are an hour before sunrise. I'm trying to make sure we don't keep hearing the sonic boom. See, if I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have gotten vectored down. So, I guess that was good that I got vectored down. But where we got vectored down to like 100, 1010, I think. So we're only dropping like 34,000 feet right now. I'm not seeing city lights for Hawaii yet. Alright, yep, they're vectoring us now. Wow, okay. That's the only way I think you guys can hear anything, is if I start to hear a call. I need to get back in the cockpit. But yeah, the sun's up on the horizon. I said we're coming in an hour before sunrise, unfortunately. Like I said, if I had timed it better, and I knew, I would have started the stream at like a little later. But again, I also didn't know that I couldn't change the time of day. Like I said, I will uninstall the beta 16 for MS 2020 then, and just wait for releases, because I didn't know it was gonna have that issue, and I need to be able to change the time. I'd like to have been able to have changed the time. Like I said, if I could have changed the time, and I knew exactly when the sunrise was and what time we would have with the 44 minutes, I would have left at Guam at like 4 o'clock a.m. their time or something, 4 o'clock. I don't know how you calculate that, because you got to use UTC. Well, we're not getting calls, but I mean, we are. We were on a very steep descent, and I'm surprised we're not going any faster than we are. So there's a very thin line of rainbow colors out there, to the east. And it actually looks like we're coming in with Honolulu. We're coming in, going north into Honolulu, but it looks like we're coming in with it to our... And, city lights in, Honolulu are now showing up. Well, they were. Then they disappeared. But I was seeing city lights out there. I just wish this Pgm/Honolulu International banner thing wasn't on the screen. Alright, we don't want to keep hearing that, do we? We are on Honolulu Center now. Honolulu is closer than our waypoints, which makes sense, because we still have to descend. I think we're on 83,000, so yeah, we still have a deep descent that we gotta come in on. As Honolulu city lights barely visible. And it is 5:03 a.m. on Hawaii time, I guess. I don't know how much more flight time we have. It said 21 minute flight time from where we picked that waypoint, but I've already been streaming since that point for more than 21 minutes now. I believe. I can't keep track. We just passed the 3-hour mark of streaming though. Yeah, we're still in the 100,000s. So I'm gonna say that that's the whole island that's lit up. I'm not seeing any. What I was saying is, I don't see any other Hawaiian islands in the distance that are lit with lights. So the attack on Pearl Harbor, which happened at 8 a.m. 8 9 o'clock a.m. They were flying all night. The Japanese were flying all night. Or part of their flights were definitely in the dark. But sunrise is at 4:51 a.m. in the summertime, so I don't know about the winter. But they were in sunlight. They probably took off in the dark, and I don't know. But definitely a long flight to do that way. Almost missed that for you guys to hear. There's some light out there. Okay, so here's Honolulu. Oh, and I see some light out there for another island. I'm trying not to hit that sonic boom so much. Alright, so I have live traffic on, and I don't expect us to hear any other aircraft right now, but what altitude does this waypoint? It says 14100. 14,100 feet. We are nowhere close to being at that. So we might be circling. We might be getting in a hole. Yeah, there's another island right there. Off to the left of the waypoint. Okay, according to our little nav HUD screen here, we do have land masses. I'm not sure how we're coming in over Hawaii, over Honolulu. I don't know if we're coming in from the north now or what. There's a point of interest marker that's not actually going to show up. How about that? How about that shot? I wish I could do a screenshot, but... if I could get all the clutter off the screen, but, you know, there's no photo mode. And they're not bringing this over into 2024, unfortunately. For those of us that might like this plane, it's not going to be updated. Are we circling back to this waypoint? Funny that we have to have full afterburners on to descend. But we might be in a hold pattern right here. Yeah, I think we're in a hole over this waypoint. Because we're going away from the waypoint. Wow. Wow, there's another aircraft out there. I just realized something. This is a camera. Okay, go up. I thought it was the zoom feature. Apparently not. Alright, we have a waypoint below us called Panda. And then it disappeared. There it is again. And a point of interest, Panda. You know what? We might end up getting a sunrise landing after all, huh? So, we're at A4. I was gonna do the speed brakes on now. Alright, can I go to external? Can I try to figure out what we're doing? We are over the airport on our major descent down to 2,000 feet. So here's the whole island at night. The blue lights down there, I think, is Ford Island. Of course we're gonna miss. So that's what those blue little things I was seeing where the glide slope. God. I think they're gonna be on the radios all the way down. Because, yeah, we have a steep descent. And we've already missed one runway. Now we're doing we're getting another runway that we're probably gonna miss too, so I don't know how many times they're gonna vector us. Cause Now we're going for a visual. Did we cancel IFR? No, we didn't cancel IFR, unless it automatically canceled it. God, I was scared that it froze up on me again. We're gonna miss again. Oh, we're going away from the airport, huh? Or no, that's our side view. Okay. Look at that descent. Oh my god. I don't know how we're not going faster than this. We must have the speed brakes on and full flaps in order to maintain a speed under 200 knots. As we desperately try to get to 2,000 feet. Oh, could you imagine trying to pull up out of this descent to maintain 2,000 feet? Like, when do you start pulling back? God, that's such a steep angle of descent. Look, yeah, it's in the red for the AOA. Angle of attack, hell. It's fucking disastrous looking. Man, if I could make clips of this one, I would, but I don't know what I would clip. I can't even. We're landing just before sunrise. Maybe I can grab a screenshot of us at on the ground at the airport. I need some kind of thumbnail for YouTube. That I could use later. Well, should've known that was gonna happen, right? Well, we landed. I don't know where we landed, but we landed. We're in the ocean. And now we're probably taxiing all the way to the airport. Oh. Here. Does that help? That's 17,000 feet help. Or are we gonna hit the water again? Alright, whatever. I tried to help us out there. Okay, well, I can't do anything with the radio. Are we moving, or is just the water moving? Alright, my aircraft. It's giving me the ATIS. Alright, my aircraft. Alright, well, I gave it back to the AI. Can they land? They're supposed to be climbing to 2,000 feet. No, okay. My aircraft, then. Get off the screen. Alright, I guess I'm actually handling this. Is it actually going? Is the sun actually gonna be up by the time we get on the ground now? No, it's still 21 minutes away. Well, okay, I'm using the AI versus the Copilot feature. Alright, my aircraft. No! This thing likes to nosedive. Well, despite the fact no one's probably going to watch this because it's so dark, this was interesting for me to learn things in 2020 of how to start a flight airborne, and like right now I'm hand flying this. Well, we have another game freeze. But we got to Honolulu, unlike the last flight. And you saw me struggle to get here. I'm gonna end it here, folks, because it's frozen. I'm not gonna relaunch to try to do a landing. But, if you like these kind of flights, join us again Tuesday, or watch again when it's uploaded. Tuesday we are going from Honolulu to Boise, Idaho. I don't know if that's going to be on the Concorde. We might still be here on Dark Star. If it's not going to be on Dark Star, it will be in 2024. 2020 flights will only happen if I have to use Dark Star.